All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn our attention now from the New York State races, Assembly and Senate, to Putnam County races. And our first contest is the one for Putnam County Executive. Will you please welcome to the podium Ms. Mary Ellen Odell.
Good evening, everyone. For the last 3 years, I've had the honor and the privilege of serving as the county executive for such a beautiful, patriotic county. And on the first day in office, when I went up to the third floor, I got off an elevator to a dark hallway. Every door on the third floor was closed and locked. And if you go up on that third floor today, every door is open and the lights are on. We have a new director of tourism who's brought many national and international programs and events and tourist destination highlights to Putnam County. Down the hall, we have a full-time economic development president, Miss Megan Taylor, who's working very closely with the small business community. In Putnam County here, if you grew up here, you know one thing for sure. What drives our economy is Main Street. And working with the Chamber of Commerce has been an incredible opportunity for me as county executive, because I was a small business owner up until the day I hit that third floor. And so I understand what the challenges are for the small business community. And I know what drives our economy. We're an economy of Main Street, and our 6 towns and our 3 villages. And that was our focus. Now, county government's a little different than state government. We're here to provide services. And we have a social and a fiscal responsibility in the county executive's office. And we take that very seriously. We care about our seniors, we care about our veterans, we care about our youth, and we know what we're fighting. And tomorrow night I'm going to deliver my 3rd budget. That budget will meet the cap, again, in spite of the increasing mandates from Albany. We have, in the last 2 years, underspent our budget. Our bonding numbers are still the same as when we came up in 2012 onto that 3rd floor. We understand that the families in Putnam County are suffering from the war on addiction, and we're going to address that by funding programs and personnel to get in front of this devastating epidemic. Tomorrow night you will hear about our 3-year plan. Because remember, I took an unexpired term. What we were able to accomplish, not in 4 years, but in 3. And I know if I have the opportunity for a full term, for a full 4 years, we're going to take this county to where I know we should have been, and where I know that we will be, because we're a very proud county. Putnam County's small, but we're mighty. We're in prime time right now. And I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for working with me on the Putnam Moves initiative. I want to thank every single business owner for giving me the opportunity to expand on private-public partnership business models, because that's how we're going to get things done, and that's how we're going to keep taxes down, and that's how we're going to keep our seniors here. I want to thank you all again very, very much for this opportunity. I want to thank you for allowing me the honor and the privilege to serve as the county executive in the county I grew up in and I love so very much. Thank you.
And now also running for the Putnam County Executive, Mr. Sam Oliverio.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank the Chambers for having me here this evening. I'm Sam Oliverio, 18 years on the county legislature, Army veteran, assistant principal at Putnam Valley High School. And I'm running for county executive because I believe very strongly that the priorities of county government have got to be the health and safety of its residents, with a heavy emphasis upon infrastructure and environment. I believe that balanced government is the best government, and one-party rule disenfranchises the majority of our residents. I believe that the excess sales tax that we make every year, in essence between $1 million and $2.5 million a year, excess sales tax, should go back to the towns. A part of that should go back to the towns who provided the infrastructure and the home for these businesses. I believe that the endless bonding that has been going on in this county to a tune of $70 million. We are in debt, $70 million. That's half our budget. I believe that that bonding has to cease. $15 million in the past 3 years. We can't always get what we want, but we should bond what we need. We need, not what we like or what we want. I believe that every community should have a senior center, and no senior center should ever be leased, and no senior kitchen should ever be closed down. I believe that we need to hire for our highest paying positions qualified Putnam residents before we even begin to look beyond our borders. Those highest paying jobs, the individuals who occupy those positions should be vetted in the county, paying our taxes, being vested here. I believe that the county executive needs to tighten their belt during tough economic times. So I will lower the county executive salary from $148,000, sorry. Yeah, we love that, wouldn't we? $148,000 to $102,000. And that's still 3 times what the legislature makes. I believe that the county executive needs to be the community liaison. We don't need a community liaison. The county executive has to be the spokesperson for the public, the people's voice. And that voice should be screaming to Albany, change our school taxes to be based upon income, not property. Property is driving all our residents out of this county. The property tax, it is onerous, it is suffocating. We need to go with income. Finally, I believe that politics have to end when the election is over and government has to take over. And ultimately, this is the people's county, not the county of the favored few, the people's county. And if you believe like I do, on November 4th, vote for me for county executive. I will never let you down. God bless and thank you all for having me here this evening.